Dum-dum. I'm going old school today. Yep. A pretty big 15-minute candle. What average? What average? I wonder what it's going to do here. This 5 minute candle just got rejected hard in this drop here. Really hard.
Order filled. Order submit. Order filled. Order filled.
Come on, you're right there. What the? Taking it.
Order filled.
All right, there you go. There's your first successful scalp. Does trade copiers work all right on that?
Yo, what's up, brother?
What's up, man?
Not much. So the trade copied correctly, and I think I have I have to look to see where I have my trailing take profit setup inside of cross trade.
Yeah.
But I think that it closed the trades out because I saw that my lead sim account was still in the trade, but the other trades closed. And then whenever you closed, the other trades that were open, they started another trade. So I lost a little bit on those. I closed them out right away, but that's just a heads up. So does that make sense?
Yeah, let me. Yeah. Is yours so your sim account? If you hit a profit lock, it should have canceled anything. Because you're leading off a sim, right? What's your cross trade needs to be
Right.
leading your risk management as well in the sim. Make sense?
Yeah, maybe I don't know if my cross trade is showing my sim account in the settings. I have to log into cross trade and take a look at that to see.
Yeah, so look, and if it's not, click add account, add the sim, and then your sim account is your risk management right now while they fix the errors with Tradeovate. Because what's going on is when your risk management's hit and you've got like your profit trading lock or whatever, if when another order comes in, it's supposed to cancel it. Well, Tradeovate's ignoring that cancel order. and letting the trade go through anyways. But it doesn't on when you're using the sim account as your lead, it doesn't ignore it. It actually works. So you want to do everything sim as leader, even on your risk management, and then trade copy the sim account. And then it won't do that.
Okay, sounds good. So just basically set up all the parameters on the sim account and just ignore the rest of them.
Right. Yep. Until they messaged me the other day, said they had a fix. They're just testing and then they're gonna put in an update. But for now, that's how we have to do it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you kind of cut out there for a second. So just to confirm, sorry, man. Set up the parameters into the sim account, and then the rest of them just take it off for now.
Right. Yep. And just make sure your copiers are set to your sim.
Okay, got it. All right, cool.
Which I do that anyways because I have different accounts and different types, and they all have different like different profit goals and etc. So I can manage them all individually, but I send the trade through the sim, right? So if one account hits its profit goal, it just shuts off on its own, but the rest of them don't get shut off because of one account. Make sense?
Right. Okay.
Did you say
all right, cool.
Am I
Thanks.
breaking up? Is that what you said?
Yeah, you were kind of breaking up a little bit. I couldn't hear you for a second, but you're good now.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Cool. Thanks, bro.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You're at London's low right now, so it's gonna do little fuckeries right here. But I think we're gonna blow through it though. Got a pivot down there at 465. Probably gonna want to get to. There's a fib zone at 433. And we're on the trauma line right now. So drop. But we're kind of triple bottoming. So there's gonna be some consolidation going on right here while they battle this out. This looks
Hey,
like they're
brother, quick
doing
question for you.
yeah, go ahead.
So, if I have my sim set up in Replicanto as the lead account, how do I know how many contracts it's copying? Like originally, is it taking the same amount that the master's taking?
Right. So whatever I send is what the sim's gonna get.
Okay, all right. So then the sim account should be set up a little bit different if I'm trading with less contracts inside of my prop accounts, right?
So you need a tab for NQ and then you need a tab for MNQ. NQ you need to pre-allocate to whatever you want one mini to be if you want to cross it over to micros. Right.
Right. I have all that set up. I have that all set up correctly. I'm just wondering because the sim is the leader account.
Right.
So if that's set up in cross trade, so I'm doing the cross trade account manager, and I'm setting up the sim, like the sim 101 is my lead account. So I'm just wondering what I should set up as as all the parameters inside of cross trade for the lead account.
Well, you can set up profit goals separately for each account like you normally do, but the the trailing and all that stuff is on the sim, and that's really up to you. There's I hit $300 and trail 50% of the profit, so I can't go below 150. That's what I do.
Okay.
You would put in $300 profit trigger and then put in 50% as your trail. So whatever your highest gain is, you're not going to go lower than 50% of that. So if it doesn't trigger until you hit 300, but if you go to 600, then it's going to be 300, and if you go to 700, it's going to be 350. See what I'm saying? It trails it. And then you can do an ultimate minimum profit you're willing to accept. And you can put on the one above that, you put in, say, like $500, and then my absolute minimum's 300. So if it ever comes down to 300, even in a live trade, it'll just flatten the account and lock it.
Okay. I think that makes sense. All right. Sounds good. So I'll set that up. And then, so if that is the lead account and it's going to stop it, so that's going to trigger all of the other ones to stop as well too.
Well,
if the sim is the
right. Since they're copying the sim, it's whatever the sim does, right?
Okay. Got it. All right.
And then once they have the fix worked with the Trade accounts or whatever the problem is with the broker, then you'll be able to do each account individually, and set up different parameters for each one. Because so we have everybody has different size accounts. Some of them are trailing drawdowns, some are end of day, some only allow or have different consistency goals. You know what I mean? If you're using different firms, you gotta follow the rules for each firm. So it'll let you do that.
For sure. Yeah, that'll be nice once they get that ironed out.
Yeah.
Because it's a little confusing trying to figure out right now to figure out, because all my accounts are a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out where to set the sim at.
So I'm doing mine. I have the same issue because I'm using one set of rules for all of them. So I'm just using whichever is the most strictest across all of the accounts for now. So if I have if one firm has a 20% or 30% consistency, that's what I'm doing. Until it gets until the update comes out. So that's all.
And how many contracts are you trading right now?
Well, I'm doing one mini if I'm running in queue, and then my own accounts are trade copied into whatever I want them to be, right? And then MNQ right now I'm scalping 10 contracts with MNQ, and I'm closing half at 40 and the other half at 80.
Okay, cool. All right, sounds good. That helps out a lot.
Yep. No
All
problem.
right, cool, bro.
Yeah, man.
Thanks so much. I appreciate you.
Yeah, dude. Appreciate you, Boundless.
All right.
Our musician.
Yeah.
How's Thailand, man?
All right.
So they're doing another sweeping the highs and sweeping the lows, but they didn't break the highs of the orb, but they did do what I call a shark fin. And if you have my key levels indicator turned on another screen, this is what it looks like right here. There we go. And see, this is what I consider a shark fin right here. Shark fin up, shark fin down. And this is just your classic sweep up and down. Called it, but our orb high is right here. Or right here. Where are you? Yeah, right here. So we didn't break the top of the orb, came down, broke the bottom, come up and retesting bottom. So if this starts to drop again, we're more than likely going bearish. But most of the time when this happens, they push up. It doesn't come down, it just goes up. Like sweep up, sweep down, up. Most of the time. But we got a 2-hour end cap inside of the orb right there. So we don't really want to be doing anything right now. We just want to be paying attention. We've already scalped. We should be close to about $300. And honestly, that should be most of our daily goals right there, close to it. If you want to end your day, then you could. Probably should. 300 times 20 accounts is a lot of money. You'll never get to 20 accounts if you don't keep what you make. You see if our Lumens guy is emailing me. He actually actively monitors all of our stuff. And if there's issues, he sends me messages. Pretty cool. Yep, I got emails from him. Hey, Danny, DM me your email so I can send this to Quant VPS. They're asking which person had a crash. All right, cool. Thanks. Okay, let's see. Mo, where are you, Mo? Messages, alerts. What do we got here? So we got a rejection of Asian little day again. And we're coming back down possibly. The classic rejection of the orb. But is it really? You know what I think? I think I should have let that full freaking TP run out earlier instead of closing it. Good. Just making sure everything's working all right. Where is Mo here? Mo? Nope, Mo's not here. Morton, stop. Your trade copy working, man? Did you break it?
Ooh, that's a good question. It was working great yesterday.
Let me log in and look at your shit real quick.
I am.
Are you on it?
Loading right now.
Okay, all right. I'll leave it be. I'll leave it be.
Oh, wait, actually, no, I'm wrong. All right. All right, I'm gonna have to go log in and see what's going on because my data is older than I thought.
Boom. Yeah, just I thought they're just gonna mess around with us right now.
Oh, my trade copier is not working, my friend.
Okay.
There's a little pop-up that says trade is something about not working, and in parentheses it says panic.
That usually means your account got disconnected.
Well, I was just on their website, and it looks like everything's all good, but
No, on NinjaTrader. Logged into NinjaTrader. When it says panic like that.
you're right.
Damn it, that sucks because we just killed it on a scalp.
All right, I'm back in now.
All right, we're gonna do more. I'm on a mission today. Just to make sure it's turned on and everything's on.
It's on.
All right. We're going back into the orb. Probably gonna just bounce around in here until news. There's the Fed is speaking at what time is 1:30, 2 o'clock? Is it? Forget. Let's look. 1:30. Powell is speaking. Got a couple things going on throughout the day too. You got FOMC's talking at noon, but he's not important really. But then the other day they weren't important and they spiked to 600 tick. So I'm gonna pay attention to them from now on. I don't care if it's a red folder or not. Crude oil, 10:30. But this Fed speaking at 1:30 is going to be a big deal. So we need to pay attention, and we're back into the orb. Is Blue Sky 10 or 5 days for evals? I can't. I think I thought it was 10. Or is that that is earn the trade is 10 days. So let's see. 30%. Yeah, so on Blue Sky 30%. So just 30% of what size count, Denny? 75s? 30% of 4,500 is your max. You'll pass. So 1350. There's no point to go over $1,300 a day. I wouldn't even reach for that. I would just do your normal or your 500 and just when it passes, it passes. All right, we're at that 2-hour end cap now. Seems like maybe we should have a cross trade training. Way back into the orb. We're at 50%. Just took out that 2-hour end cap there. Hit Asia's low of day. Let's see if we get a rejection. Probably just going to range out. Look, Ma, no candles. I don't need candles. We don't need roads where we're going. Now we got a 45. We're gonna bounce. We're probably gonna bounce from here to here, like this, until news. So I'm just gonna call it. We'll just keep what we made already, and I will be back at 1:30 when Powell speaks to try to get in on those scalps there. I'm gonna set alerts on the orbs, high and lows. If we do break it, I will come look, and I will enter trades whether I'm gonna stream or not. But I will start streaming. But the trade will come first. If I see the trade, I'm not gonna just not take it while I get a stream going. So that's what I'm gonna do, because I'm not gonna get tricked into entering anything right now inside of any of this crap. It's not gonna happen. So the best thing is for me to walk away from it. So I will see you guys either if we break the orb or we get into or at 1:30 when Powell's speaking. Because most days that's what happens. They wait. And even like yesterday, we just ranged all day to wait for today's speech. So I will see you guys later. Anybody needs help with anything, now's a good time. If you need help setting up anything or whatever, I'm here. I'm just not going to be looking at charts.